Moises Caicedo. Moises Caicedo. Moises Caicedo. Oh, we Moises Caicedo. Oh, we Moises Caicedo. Oh, we Moises Caicedo. Oh, we Moises Caicedo. Ati duro. Ati wona, yeah. Ati duro, yeah. Ati wona, yeah. Oh, we Moises Caicedo. Oh, we Moises Caicedo. Oh, we Moises Caicedo. Oh, we Moises Caicedo.
We don't wait for year, we go news tired. Fatigues, your Roman, no waiting there.
Caicedo. All we want is Caicedo. What's happening, guys? Zivoy here. Zivoy, what's up? Dude, I forgot how to do the intro. It's been that long. What a do, Zivoy? We're here with another live stream, guys. Caicedo is a Chelsea player. Here we go. I'm absolutely fucking stoked for that, guys. Let's follow the intro and let's get talking. We got a lot to talk about. Let's talk.
We fucking got him.
What a do, Zero Crew. We're here. We're back with another stream. I know it's been a while. I just haven't had a lot of time to get the streams out because every time I do it, I have to do it at this time, and I'm never free at this time anymore. So it's been a bit of a challenge. But today we're free. I know I haven't even been around in the spaces. I haven't even really been on Lewis, Terrace. I haven't even really been around, been a bit busy. But we're going to catch up, guys. Massive. Lots to talk about, guys. Caciedo, Chelsea player. Lavia, Chelsea player. I've been saying this. We're the biggest fucking club in the league. The pool is insane. Finished 12th, but we can pull more than any fucking club in this league. So I'm absolutely stoked for that, guys. Big up to everyone who's tuned in. I haven't been live for about a month and a half, and we already have 12 people in here. So big up to everyone who has tuned in for the notification bell. Big up to Reggie, my man, always in the first one in here. Daniel, big up to Daniel, long time no see. So Liverpool fans just told and I heard some rumors they're going to report Chelsea. They did. Then, they're crybabies. And I've always said, I said this on Never Foul, but on Never Foul a bit, guys. If you haven't checked that out there. And I said to Never Foul, I said, if Chelsea want Caicedo, they'll get Caicedo because we're the biggest club in the league. We have the biggest pool in the league. We're the biggest. We're the big bros. You don't mess with the big bros. The little bro, they're there. You get the little bro, Liverpool, the Arsenal, whatever. And you get the big boys, the big bros, the Chelsea, the United, the City. We're the big bros. And the big bros, what they want, they get. And we got them. And I was a bit shaken up on Friday when I thought, ooh, hang on, maybe we might not bid in for him. But then I realized we're the biggest club. If Chelsea uses something for yesterday, I was actually thinking they might have, but they didn't. I just literally saw it like 3 days ago. I'm in like that slow. I'm like 4 or 5 days delayed. I was like, I would hear the news like 4 or 5 days later than everyone else. So I just heard that like 3 days ago. Big up to the legend told Lavia to join us. Big up to who told Lavia to join? It was it was Dan Shields, but there was someone involved. I don't remember the player. They said the player's name. Cucurella. Or maybe that was for Caicedo, but Cucurella was involved for Caicedo. Bit to Ziva, man. Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard was the one. I told him. Caicedo done Lavia next. Loser put in the mud. Bit to Mohamed. Kepa going there, man. He's going to the best team in the world, so you can't even complain. He's upgraded to the biggest club in the world. The biggest. Like, it doesn't even compare, man. So let him be how it is there. Let's see how he comes back. Biggest club in London. Big up to my man Hassan. Go see again. Big up to my man. Big up to Jose David, the GOAT, Matt. Big up to my man. But yeah, guys, let's just recap where I left off. So before we left off, the two TikTokers, Mason Mount and Kai Havertz left. The best decision we've ever made in this football club. We got rid of some other players. Loftus-Cheek went. Pulisic went. Now we just think Kepa's gone. So a lot of the first team players have been gone. They've been sold. They've been loaned. And we've replaced them. We've got Robert Sanchez coming in. I'm going to quickly say it. Average keeper. Definitely another keeper. You've got Caicedo. Came in. He's done. Deal. Lavia's coming. Olise's coming. Maybe another striker's coming. Kudus, if not Olise, maybe coming. So we're still not done. We're not done. And this is what I want to say. I'm going to keep saying it. Chelsea have the biggest fucking pool in the league. You finish 12. No club will ever fucking finish 12 and then the next season pull these players. The most prospected club, Liverpool, with the best legacy they've had in 36 years, couldn't even pull them. But the 12th place Chelsea can. That's how big this club is. This club is absolutely massive. Don't let anyone tell you that it's not a big club. Oh, before Roman, you're nothing. Thank God for Roman then, because we are something now. Right? Todd Boehly came in. Egg Barley. These guys, they have made some mistakes. We've put them to they've taken accountability for their mistakes, and they proved us, and most importantly, me, wrong. They showed how a business works. They showed how to spend the money, how to spend it smart. This FFP bullshit, right? We avoided that because we fucking know how to play the game. Todd Boehly is a businessman. You know, you got these FSGs and all these other people. Like they don't know anything about business, man. I mean, you know, they got their money, but they don't know anything about. Of course, I know about business. They're fucking billionaires. They don't know anything about football, right? You know, they don't know anything about football. Todd Boehly comes in, he studies the game, man. He's got that aura, right? He studies the game. He knows. So he came in. He goes, "Hey, let's give contracts over time. Let's not pay him up front. Let's put him in, split time." So we changed it. We did it for 8 years with Enzo. Then they changed it to 5. So now we're doing it 5. So we're not paying this up front. We're paying this over the course of 5 years. It's like a lot. You know, you're paying it, over time, like zip pay account. You've got a zip pay account going Afterpay. So he's playing. He's done it very, very smart, and that's how we have avoided it. And this is for a record deal. Caciedo, Chelsea player. I mean, this just sums it up, man. This sums up our transfer window. This shows we've done this window very, very well. Like we've completed the window. Our aim was to get a DM. We got that DM. Then we're gonna get a replacement, a rotational DM to come and develop with us. So this club is taking into a new step. And I said this. No one wanted to listen, but I said Chelsea's rebuild ain't gonna be taking 3 to 4 years like Arsenal's or 15 years for United. We'll be back next season. And they all said, no, you won't. Top always going to spend the money. He doesn't know what he's doing, this and that. We've just signed all the players we wanted. These players came in on their first game, and some of them performed very well. And we're not just throwing money at whoever is the most popular on the market. Caciedo been in our plans for a long, long time. Lavia, again, a very big player on the market. Maybe the only one we spent that was actually very popular on the market. But you look at our other signings. Malagusto, I mean, if you go all the way back, Malagusto, no one knew about. Balashira, no one knew about. Nicolas Jackson, but I no fucking clue on who this guy was. No one knew who these people were. Jesse, Ajax, Leslie, no one knows who these guys are. But that's what they do when they have scouts. They get scouts, and that's what I've always been screaming for. The scouts need to do these jobs. Don't listen to our stupid, fans. We don't know what we're talking about. Mate. I want the best. I want the best new toy here. You got to get these scouts. These scouts are the real deal. You get the good scouts, you get the good players, and we've done that because the players we have at the moment are fucking unbelievable. Let me see if I can get I want to get the transfer market Chelsea thing. I want to see all of our in and outs to summarize it. West Ham are not ready for next week. No, they're not. West Ham, just pack your bags early, mate. Just don't concede a foul, and we'll be fine. Outside the box. I want another striker for Chelsea because of Jackson. Yes, I agree, Daniel. And I said unpopular opinion of me, but I would have kept Aubameyang. Actually, then Aubameyang would have gone to AFCON. So then maybe no. But does that mean we go for Vlahovic? Does Vlahovic possibly get done? Does that mean Vlahovic needs to come in? I would definitely need to get another striker. I mean, for me, the best thing to do as a club is to do what we've already been doing and going for these unknown, players. I would have kept maybe Dacia Fafana. You've got Brozier, but is Brozier really going to be 100% fit? I said this when he tore his ACL. I said, is he going to become 100% fit back? Is he going to really come into that form that we all wanted him to become? I'm not sure. So I will go and get another striker. And for me, the striker I will get is someone on the caliber that no one really knows who it is. Right? That's what I would do. Is this? Oh, we won. This Caciedo. Is this the? Yes, it is. Yeah. Are these the outings and innings, or what is this? Hang on, guys. Give me a second. Bear with me. Poch has more pull than Klopp. Guys, Klopp's finished. Like, I'm gonna say right now, I think the best thing for Liverpool to do is move on from Klopp, but they can't. You know, they've been having. And I said this last season. I said Liverpool aren't going to finish top 4. Right, got that one right. I said Salah isn't going to improve. I said he's going to get worse. He's going to decline. Had an all right season, but obviously he's a very good player. But I said he's not going to improve anymore. That's it. It's finished. I said Van Dijk, he's going to become the Van Dizzy. He's going to become the meme of the summer. He already has in one game, was invisible. I think Robertson's Asian. Konate's a fucking beast. Mykhailo a gun. But the thing is, that's what they need to do. I think personally, I'm not a Liverpool fan. I'm not telling you how to run your club. You tell me, Liverpool fans. But from a rival perspective, you guys got to change it up. And what I mean by change it up, get rid of Klopp. Start getting replacements for Van Dijk. Start looking in the future. You look at Chelsea, we've signed players to come in 4 more years' time. We got players ready for when Enzo retires. And Enzo's like 23, right? So we're already planning for the long term. Maybe Liverpool has done that. Maybe they are doing that. But I think overall, if Klopp does not perform this season to what Liverpool fans expect of their club, I think they need to sack him. That's my opinion. Well, we got 30 people in the house, guys. I want everyone right now to smash that like button right now. Smash the like button right now. So you look at the most expensive innings. You look Caicedo, Nkunku, Diassi, Axel Diassi. Did no one ever knew this guy? This guy is one of the most underrated signs of the summer. This guy came in. He was a bit shaky against Liverpool, made it up, scored that goal, beautiful, and I think he's definitely. I think if we waited, I think here's my prediction for the Diassi. I was kind of analyzing him. I'm like watching this guy because for me, that first goal, reminded me a bit of when Chalobah came in and he scored that first goal in his debut game. Maybe it was his second game. But what I saw from Diassi to take away from Chalobah is that his leadership. I think by the end of the season, I think he'll be vice captain when Thiago Silva leaves. If he starts playing consistent, if it's not this season after, maybe after that, I think he ends up becoming a Chelsea either vice or captain. Rich James got that armband. I don't want to strip that off him. I'm saying as maybe a vice or vice. I think Diassi's up there. I think this guy's unbelievable leadership. The way he was directing players what to do, just in his first game, crazy confidence, and that's what I love to see. Nicolas Jackson, beast. This is the first striker we've fucking seen since Diego Costa who can create for themselves. We don't need these strikers we've had. Just pass them in the box, they'll tap in. But this guy can create for himself. This guy has unlimited strength. He went against the 2 strongest defenders in the league. Right, one of the 2. I think Konate, Van Dijk's in that form. He's probably up there, and he still outbodied them. So imagine what he can do against maybe like West Ham next week, who has like Zuma and the guy from Sevilla. I don't remember his name. If they even play with that still, or they use that Watford fella. I don't even know who they line up with. But imagine what he can do against them. If he played against the strongest defenders and he still outbodied them. I think if we gave him more service, I think he would have got a goal. Really. And I think, I'm going to say this right now, if Nkunku was playing yesterday, I think the game would have been 3-1. Nkunku is such a valuable piece to our puzzle, and him being out is a massive loss for this season. And I don't think he comes back to the end of the year. And even now, he has to be in recovery. I think we need to get a player to fill in those gaps. Chukwuemeka cannot do that for a whole season. I think for me, Chukwuemeka needs a loan. Gallagher's gone. Gallagher needs to go. I think despite that good game yesterday, I think if Poch wants him, I think keep him. To be honest with me, if Poch wants him, I think keep him. But as a fan, I will not take him. Not whatsoever. From Gallagher, Kepa, Mount to Caciedo, Ensan, Lavia. And you guys see Mount yesterday? Fuck, he's horrendous, blood. He's shit. Do you think Chelsea will extend Kepa's contract after they come back from winning UCL? Mate, they should. And we should have kept Kepa. We should have kept it because Sanchez, he's a keeper, but he ain't something who can be starting week in, week out. You need someone else to come back and um like he can't be in week in, week out. You need someone else to kind of push him or even to just to play the number one spot. You know, we could throw out names who to come in, but I think overall we should just get Kepa. If I would say Nava, but the guy's too short. I don't know. I don't know. Let the scouts do that job. That's not my job to do. Let them pick who they want. Yeah, I know. Jesse was the armband moniker, and that's what I'm saying. I think if we, you know, if you give it a season or two, I think you end up becoming the captain of Chelsea very, very soon, or even vice captain. That's why I think Thiago Silva's still here, guys, because they've brought him, and that's why I think they've actually signed Jesse as well. Because take away Wesley Fofana, who I've said we should have never signed anyway. He's probably out of the picture. You look at Jesse Ballashil, Chalaba's still there. Who else did we sign? Colwell. Very young defenders. And I believe that we kept Thiago Silva for that influence just for one season because to have Thiago Silva next to them, you know, Diaz is quite old. He's 25. But you've got Colwell, 20. Chalaba is 23. Batty Shield, I think he's 23 too, if I'm not mistaken. So you've got these still young players that come in and to have Thiago Silva next to them could thrive very, very much. And I think having Thiago Silva there will definitely improve their game and definitely improve their leadership. And Diaz, who is a leader as well, I think Diaz will become one of the best centre backs within the next season in the league, in my opinion. I think under the rule of Thiago Silva, if he plays week in, week out, I would put him in week in, week out. I think he would be. I think take away Thiago Silva, I think he's a number one centre back because he is very valuable to us in terms of leadership because we need that a lot in this team. I've been screaming this for years. Dries James, yeah, okay, he has the arm badge, whatever, but you need more. We got rid of these bums of leaders, like you know, not going to mention names, but we got rid of these bums from the club, and now we replace them with hard, tough players. And I say this again, I believe Diaz will become one of the best centre backs in the league next season if he continues this form because he is incredible. Monaco had the arm badge. He's got Batty Shield, pretty much his brother that he's been playing next to him for half a season this season at Monaco. And then you got the best centre back in the world, Thiago Silva, who's going to be influencing him. I'm telling you right now, mark my words. So I said this on the 15th of the 8th, 2023. Diaz will become the best centre back in the league, or one of the best centre backs in the league next season. Mark my words right now. I wasn't sure about Poch when you pointed. I agree. I wasn't the biggest Poch fan. I said, you know, Poch for me is someone who can possibly get us from 12th and maybe push us to third and hang around third, but we need someone to push us over the line. But I don't know. Poch, I think, might be that guy. He might be him. Guys, we got 60 people in here. I don't know why these likes aren't up, guys. Why aren't these likes up? I know I haven't been streaming, guys. I know this is punishment, but guys, come on, smash the like button right now, guys. It's massive time. Why is this? It's massive time for Chelsea. We got 60 in here, only 13 likes. What the? Come on, guys, get the fucking likes up, guys. Come on, let's get up now. Yeah, Mount. I don't even really want to speak about Mount, but I fucking told everyone about Mount. I told United fans about Mount. I don't know what they fucking expected. He is shit. It's garbage, trash, everything combined. Like, thank God he's gone. Liverpool can't get any players they're linked to, even when they can even get the Madrid player. They want never going to leave. They are 007 with their targets. I don't think they've got any targets that they've wanted. Bellingham won at Madrid. Lavia wants Chelsea. Caicedo wants Chelsea. They can't come back from this. You know, you look at us last season. I think Liverpool fans were making fun of us for Dembele and Rafinha last season. When Rafinha won at Barcelona, that's fine, but we still never made an official bid for Dembele. That's the difference. They've made bids and bids for Bellingham. They made bids for Lavia. They made bids for Caicedo. Caicedo was on the verge of joining them, but then he chose, "Hey, I don't want to join Liverpool." Like he knows who the big bros are. He knows who the big club is. Let's have that right, yeah. He knows who the big club is. Exactly, I agree. Yeah, I know he was captain for Monaco for season. I think it was since who was their previous. I think even when Tuchemeni was there, he was still the captain. Who was their old captain? Yeda? Was Yeda the old captain? 2020. I think it was I'm not sure who it was. I think it was I'm not too sure. Has Chelsea completed the signing of Lavia? We're going to get into Lavia very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. We have some great ball playing centre backs now, and that's I 100% agree. You know, it's not very sloppy like we used to have. It's very much controlled, and I saw that from even Cole. I think Cole is a bit. I think I want to say he's under a lot of pressure. I want to say the pressure gained to him, but he is still very young, and I'm not going to judge this guy whatsoever. But I think, I say, guys, Diassi for me, I think one of the most underrated signings of the window. It got done within like a day and a half. And I don't think this was just an appointment because of Wesley Fofana. This wasn't just because of Wesley Fofana. This was because he will be the next Thiago Silva replacement. Wesley Fofana. I think our next best three centre backs are going to be Diassi, Badiashile, and Cobble. I believe Wesley Fofana should be going at the end of the summer if he just keeps getting injured. Because I told everyone, I said, you're not going to pay 80 million for a player who has 1 foot. He's going to get injured. I mean, he's a fucking great player when he's available, but the guy just gets injured. And I said the same scares about Mudryk. That Mudryk, yeah, he's a great player, but this injury record's scaring me. Got injured in preseason. Same comes to Olise. Olise, great player. He's injured till November, and we're looking at to buy him. To me, have we not learned from the recent risks? I don't know. If you look at it, and my thoughts on Olise, great player. We'll take him in a heartbeat, but then you got to really think about it. You look at Wesley Fofana. Massive injury, signing for 80 mil. Mudryk, consistently in and out from injuries, bought him. Fine, he was young, got injured in preseason. Do you go make that mistake again and hope that it doesn't happen again? For me, I will go by Kudus. Because I think Kudus is ready tomorrow. He can play, he's more versatile. I think Poch will actually like that more. He can play in that wing, he can play in that central. I think he's more of a Poch player. I think Olise is a Poch player as well. But for me, it comes down to the fact that Olise is just not, he's not ready. And for me, I want a player who's ready right now. Because you come back in November and it's a groin injury. Come back in November. January he comes in, his groin's acting up. Who was the last player to have a groin injury at Chelsea, guys? Let me know. Or did Pulisic have a hamstring injury or was it groin injury? Don't remember. Hang on, let's Oh, sorry, it's hamstring. It was a hamstring injury, which is still not very good. But I think Pulisic was the hamstring as well. Was he the groin? I think I got them confused. I think I just switched it. I said the wrong one for you guys. We got 110 in here, guys. I need everyone to smash the like button right now. Where is the injury list? Has Pulisic played at Milan? How's it been going at Milan? Has anyone watched him? I can't find it. I'll have a look at it later for you guys. Yes, guys, Sasha likes it now. I'll go for Kudus instead of Olise. We need goals across the front line. I agree. Kudus is at how many is that now? I don't think he's at March. It was 11. Actually, he scored. Yeah, he did. He did score actually on the reset. Yeah, it was 11 and 3, which is not bad. It's not bad. Again, still very young. Is Lavia our player? Guys, we'll get into Lavia in a second, guys. Watch Kepa screw up compilation videos, man. Hope you will choose your hero carefully. Just miss with the data, man. Hey, I support family, man. He's a blood. His blood supports blood. We got the blood brothers. Got to support family, man. But I think he comes back to Chelsea, guys. Don't worry. I think he comes back and he'll become better than ever. But what was I saying? Yeah, Kudus and Olise. For me, Kudus and Olise, I will go for Kudus, right? And it's not in terms of we can talk about who's a better player, who's that, and you could say, oh, where is this guy? So, you can sit and say, oh, Olise is better because of this and this and this. I said, fine, that's fine. But for me, it's about availability. And availability, Kudus comes in tomorrow. I think Kudus is ready. Comes in tomorrow. He plays that area. He's ready. And he doesn't have that injury scare. Like for me, at least, and I'm just cautious of what we've done previously. What we've done previously for Fana, Mudryk, I just think, guys, it's bitten us in the ass because, and I don't want to have it for a third time. But we'll come back to that, guy. We'll come back to that. Be able to nip in, my man. I haven't spoken to nip in a while. Be up to you. We should go in for Kudus. Yeah, I agree. We need the hair just for one. Nah, I wouldn't take the hair. That is shit, man. If you want to get someone Go get Buffon. Get Buffon, man. He's retiring, but mate, money talks. Lavia, guys. Lavia. Let's read this first. Chelsea still want to add a number 2 keeper. Robert Sanchez is definitely the number 1. They also want an attacking minded midfielder, and the forward situation is being assessed. So, guys, we're still looking at 3 more players after Lavia. But Lavia, Chelsea have already agreed personal terms with Lavia, something Liverpool did not do. And they do outstrip those offered by Liverpool. Not just about money, though. Joe Shield's key in this deal, a package of 50 million plus add-ons to be finalised. So we're paying the same amount of money that Liverpool bidded. Actually, I think Liverpool bidded 40. We bid at 45, and the end was 50. So we, all of a sudden, got both Liverpool's targets. Liverpool has to go for Tchouaméni now, which I don't think they get. Again, I don't think they'll have his DM for the season. I think they have to go maybe just get some like random one from like the Bundesliga to just come in. But there you go. Lavia is done. I think the announcement will be very, very soon. I think I would say probably by at least Friday, the max. Actually, no, it's Tuesday today. Sorry, maybe by Thursday morning for the. I don't know for me, so it'll be Wednesday. But fucking the times so hard to do about times. But yeah, I 100% agree with you. Kudus is ready and could play anytime we sign. Yet we're waiting for someone to return for injury. God knows when. And that's the thing for me. Like, okay, we have a set date. He's back in November, but then when he comes back in November, what happens there? We're going to forget about that injury he just had because you got to rehab from it, and it might happen again. Who knows? And we've made those mistakes with someone like Mudryk. Made the mistakes with someone like Fofana. I'm going to be on the barbecue on Saturday. I'm going to talk to Caciedo on this, guys. From Worldwide Chelsea. Me and Worldwide Chelsea going to have a good challenge because Carlito is a massive Olise fan. I don't get wrong. But his performance ability is outstanding. But his availability is not. And I'm always availability. If you're not available, you can't be picked. We should forget Olise and go for Kudus, says Angoth TV. Yeah, guys, come on, let's get these lights. We've got 115 here, guys. I don't know why these lights aren't getting smashed, guys. Come on. I'm going to wait here for just about a minute, guys, before we move on to the next topic. We're still going to talk about Lavia and how he's going to be playing the system, guys. So Lavia is coming in. Ready for West Ham? Definitely not. I don't think he plays West Ham. I don't think he plays a lot this season. I'm not going to say a lot. I think he'll play a decent amount of games. That means we'll have to, I think, get rid of Gallagher. Has to be gone. Now, Andre Santos. What happens to Andre Santos? People might ask. For me, I'll keep Andre Santos because this is what I would do. I will play a double pivot DMs of Lavia and Caicedo, Santos as the backup, and play Enzo in that 10 role. Because we cannot really play Chukwuemeka in and out of that role. I don't think he's ready for that role. Now you can keep Chukwuemeka to maybe rotate with Enzo in that 10 until Nkunku comes back in Jan, and then you can maybe loan Chukwuemeka in January. So you can give Chukwuemeka till Jan until Nkunku comes back to rotate with Enzo in the 10. So you've got your 2 DMs, Caciedo, Lavia. You've got Santos as the rotational, which again, it's not set. It's not Caciedo, Lavia. If Santos has a fantastic game, he deserves to play the next game. So I think there'll be 2 sitting DMs there, and then you've got the one on the bench. Then you've got Enzo in the 10 with Chukwuemeka as the backup. Then you come January, it's in the same. You got Enzo in the 10, and you got Nkunku come in. And then we can go back and maybe we can reanalyze how we can do it again. But from now to probably the end of the year without Nkunku, I think Lavia, Caicedo, and Santos will all be playing a lot of games because they will be our 3 DMs rotating. You play FA Cup against I don't know, no one, Norwood or something. I don't know, no one. You play something like a Ram team, you can put Santos in, rest Caicedo. Like we have that rotation, and I think Chelsea fans are scared of competition. Right, we've got that competition with on the left back. Right, massive competition, massive competition. You've got Cucurella, Chilwell, Hall, and right now Chilwell's number 1, but he's not set number 1. The right back, Reece James, obviously always gonna be number 1, but then we've got Malagusto, who's comes on and does the exact same thing Reece James does. Like when I'm watching the game, I'm like, is Reece James still on? So we've got great competition, and you got to have competition anywhere. And that's why I will keep Santos. this season. Enzo is an 8, but you can still play him as a 10 because he's still further up the pitch. Now, and it allows him not to drop. I mean, in a Poch system, he'll be dropping back, but you don't need to come back all the way to the penalty spot. It allows him to at least play more up front because you're not going to play him as a 6. And you'll play him more as a 10, and you could have the wingers kind of come in, cut in a bit, so you could kind of be that Enzo. And he's not facing, his back won't be facing the goals. His back will be facing Enzo and Caicedo, so you can receive the ball and then play it wide instead of being that hold up 10. Right? You look at Nkunku, you look at like the OGs, the false nines, they're more of that hold up player. No. Enzo can be that one who can direct the play. If we get it from the right, give it to Enzo. Enzo switches it to the left. Right? So he's the kind of that man in the middle who can make the decisions. Hey, we're switching the ball to the left. Hey, we're playing on the right side now. Hey, I'm gonna dribble this whole team and take it on. When he gave Chilwell that ball, he was in that 10 position. That's where he was standing. And you could see there was 4 players around him, and he still got the ball out of that trouble. That's what a 10 does. Right? Now, our ideal would be to play him a bit more deeper, not as close to the striker as possible, but that comes down to Poch's system and how he wants to, say, hey, Enzo, plays a 10, but don't go too close to Jackson. I don't know. See how Poch does it, man. But that's what a 10 does. Leslie will go on loan. I think Leslie will go on loan. Leslie's the one to go on loan because you got Caciedo, who had a fantastic preseason on loan, Leicester, fantastic, and Leslie to go on loan too. And having them on loan will be fantastic for him. I think you put him. I don't recall where he's going actually. Did they kind of confirm he's going somewhere, or have they not confirmed it? No, they haven't confirmed where he's gone yet. Maybe they're letting back to Rennes or they put him in Strasbourg or something. But I think Leslie definitely goes on loan. I don't think Leslie stays. I think we have to either Leslie or Santos goes on loan. But I will keep Santos because he had that preseason run with us. Athletics said there were growing whispers of Roberto playing to. Yeah, I mean they're always in you can't be Chelsea. You can't be a Chelsea transfer without others complaining. They only complain when they see Chelsea. If City did it, hey, it's City. They've got money. Whatever. Oh, they're in a, they're in a court case. Oh, it's just City, man. But Chelsea, when we do it legitimately, we've given the reasons why we've done it legitimately, and we're still getting tackled for it. Like, come on. I mean, it's classic. It's classic Liverpool. They're like loser pool, but they're always the biggest cry. Klopp's the biggest baby when he's on the pitch, and then you got FSG, the biggest baby when he's off the pitch. Like matches. To mention a few, Kudus is versatile and can play 8, 7, 11, 10, 9, and equally other positions. Kudus perfectly fit for Nkunku. And agree. I forgot about Kudus. You bring in Kudus, he can also come in and fit in that space as a 10. And then if Kudus is doing well, then you've got Caicedo and Enzo as the double pivot. And then that brings more competition. Like it's all about competition this season, guys, because you've only got one game a week for majority of the season. Right. So you're going to be playing a lot of games, but not a tremendous amount of games. That means the cups are very important to us. The cups should be taken very seriously. And that's when you need a lot of that depth because you got, example, if we were to have Champions League, Cup, Prem, you kind of play your secondary team in the Cups. Our secondary team should be matching our first team. That's the point of why we're getting these players. That's why we were stacking up in our DM. People were saying, why are you getting Leslie? You've already got Lavia, Caicedo, Santos. Because it creates depth. That's why City are winning the league week in, week out, because they've got Haaland, and on the bench they've got a World Cup winner, Alvarez. That's why they're winning. That's why they're gonna win the Premier again this season because we're still gonna be coming up soon. And once we implement the Lavia who comes in, and then once you implement Caicedo, and then you implement Santos, then you implement Caicedo, and you implement all these other players, then we can create a balance of a first team and a second team. You look at our centre backs. You've got, say, Colwell, Battershield. On the bench, you've got Diassi and Fofana, like two players who can automatically come in and fill in the spots of those number one players. Right? We used to have players like Kovacic, and then besides Kovacic on the bench is like a Gallagher or like a Loftus-Cheek. Like, see how it drops from there to there? You only wanted to have our first team and our second team just underneath. You want them to be very balanced. That's why City are winning week in, week out, because they have that. We need to have rotation. We need to have backups. We need to have good depth. That's what wins you consistently. So what I'm saying and what I'm getting at this is this season, you come into the cup games. The cup games should be taken very seriously for our second team players. And I consider someone. I wouldn't say there's any strict second team players. Like, you can't see and say, hey, this guy's a second team player, this guy's the first team. No. Whoever's playing the best gets the spot. All right. But let's say an example. Let's say Santos, who's a second team player. He must be getting the best out of those cup games and proving to us why he's a first team player. That's what the point of those cups are. Everyone knows that. So a mid 3 maybe. Enzo did mention he's given a 3. Yeah, I mean you could have a mid 3. I mean, when with Nkunku out, we don't really play with a 10. We're just playing double 6 and maybe then an 8. Or you can play. I mean, you're not gonna play Lavia Caciedo as an 8, so you can play like that. You don't need to play it as a 10 strictly. But if we were to fill in that gap of a 10, I think Enzo can do that. I don't think it's a big problem. I said at the start of the season when we were talking about, hey, you can put Jorginho and Enzo as a 10. And it was like, oh, you can't put Enzo that far up. I'm like, yes, you can. And then Poch said himself, you can do it. Yeah, let the others complain, man. Let the others complain. We got the Mary Williams, guys. Let's get these likes up, guys. I don't know why we're so low on likes, guys. Like, subscribe, guys. Follow Twitter as well. I can probably do every Tuesdays now, actually, guys. I'll probably try to do every Tuesdays. Tuesday morning. So big up to Ubina says good morning. Big up to you. Big up to Nepin who says, what are your thoughts on some of our fans singing "Always the Victim"? It's never your fault. Thoughts on always sing "Always the Victim." It's never your fault at the game the other day. I didn't hear that. I didn't catch that. I don't know what that means though. I can't wait for Caciedo or Lavia to. Bro, I can't wait to play against Mal, bro. That guy, I think that guy will have the worst games he's ever had. I mean, he's had shit games, but when he plays Chelsea, I think he'll be shy. He'll be like, oh, I don't know what to do. Yeah, exactly. When the world hates you, always remember, man. Like, just get back on your feet. And Chelsea, we don't care. Top boys like sitting there just laughing. He goes, oh, what are they going to do? Or he's like, oh, shiver me timbers. Like, bro, he doesn't care. He knows what he's done. He knows the rules. He's played by the rules. So I don't know what I don't know where they're gonna get out of this. I really don't know. I mean, hopefully that they can make a good case and maybe they can send it to I don't know, like the special people who can I don't know get Chelsea relegated or something. I don't know what they're gonna try to get out of it. Let's see if there's any other breaking news, guys. Declan Rice is better. I'm so glad we didn't get Declan Rice, guys. I'm so happy we didn't get Declan Rice. Like, these are just massive upgrades. Nizar Kansala said a couple of hours ago. Oh, that's old. Yeah, I saw Hazard was there. We can play with the 4-3-3 formation, then buy Kudus instead of Olise because Kudus exactly. And that comes to my point as well. I don't want to dive into. I've just said this before, Isaiah, but I said Kudus for me comes down to the availability. He's ready tomorrow morning. Like, you sign him, he's ready to play. He just scored last week. He can come and score again next week. Olise comes in November, injury problem, hamstring, come to February, and then February he comes in. Oh, he gets injured in March again. He's out for a couple months. Like, he's got an injury problem. We've done that with the final. We've done that with Mudryk. We've suffered the consequences from these. Do you really want to do it again? I don't know. So happens. Oh, well, yeah. Then it's not good. I don't know what that means. It's not good to say that, obviously. Big up to Gisborne, my man. That is nice. What is nice? Kudus. But yeah, that means our next adventure. Moises Caicedo says, guys, I am going to become a legend for you, Chelsea fans. Big up to Caicedo, man. I think he will. I think this guy, unbelievable player. And I've always said, I started season, when we had the rise to Caicedo, I said Caicedo is just a different gravy. This guy, he is proper Chelsea. Look at him. He wants to reject Liverpool. Oh, he's in it for more money. Nah. Is that did someone pay him to wear that Chelsea top 3 years ago? I don't think so. How crazy is that? Just 3 years ago, he was like, not really famous, and then 3 years later, just in 3 years, that's fucking crazy. Absolutely, what? At least no, it's not a bad injury record. I'm not saying it's horrific, but he's had an injury scare. Are you gonna get someone who's we have to wait till November to get? And for me, I'll prefer Kudus because I think he's more versatile. I think we need some of that versatility in our team. But hey, you want to lease you get a lease. I don't really, I don't mind. I don't mind any of the players. I prefer if we get a lease, I'll be clapping my hands. I'll be celebrating. It's great. But Kudos for me is there because he's ready. What are your thoughts on going all out to get the players we need now under the new EPL who are getting Mangan now or Jan? I mean, what's the new EPL? What's the new loophole now? Is this the afterpay loophole or is this the what? I'm not too sure which loophole this is. Hang on, give me a second. I'm gonna search something out. But for me, the next priority is hang on, sorry. Is a keeper still. You have to get a keeper. You have to get a keeper. No, you actually you're not wrong. He did. He had the fractured rib, um, the groin. I think he was out for nearly I think 2 months. So it's not. It's obviously that's quite bad as well. But it's like he's kind of developed a bit. I think the last time he had that injury was I don't think it was for like I think it's like been 2 years nearly since he's had that injury. So it's been kind of calm. But again, my point stands is I would want someone to come in now and play. But hey, if you get a lease and you wait, that's fine. But don't be complaining when you have to see Sterling in and out till he comes back and then that. So be it to my boss, bro. Hope you're well, bro. Says be it, Matt. It's been a while since the last time. Now that Matt Havertz go on Chelsea play, and it's been such a long battle between those two, and I've been saying it for years. And finally they left, and finally the fans woke up. And now I'm seeing Mount fans like coming and hating on him at United. It's like, bro, he's always been like that. Like you just have the wrong lens on. Yeah, I agree. I want Olise, but he's like Nkunku kind of injury prone. So it's good. Everyone's kind of injury prone these days, man. Are you thinking for this season? If yes, then Kudus is the option. But long term, then Olise, I've considered all the performance and injury stats to make this statement. Fair enough. But yeah, that's. I mean, I guess that's our next battle, the Kudus and Olise battle. But for me, the next bonus coming as a keeper. I mean, I can't deal with Sanchez for a whole season. I can't. You need to get someone else, and I think that comes down to maybe the scouts going for someone. If it's a guy from Brazil, who's like 15 mil, or someone cheap, or someone can come in, even if they're like a secondary. I would have actually got Areola last season for like a secondary keeper kind of thing to compete with because I think he's a guy who's very good at Paris. Um, but now I think he's starting. I don't think he's going to be secondary. I think he's starting. I don't think Fabianski is going to be starting. Lukaku's contract to play, and he has the other fella, Lukaku. Now to do with Lukaku, bruv, don't care what you do, man. Just get rid of him. Hopefully Inter take him. I doubt they will take him. I don't know why. We're gonna do that Juventus swap, but obviously the Juventus ultras did not want him. They made that very clear. They do not want him. So we just got to terminate his contract, and that's what happens when you fucking go and get fucking. So when you go and get like that's what happens when you go back to your ex, man. I kept saying this: don't go to Lukaku. It's like going back to your ex, but no, we didn't. We went back. The Valencia goalkeeper, yeah. What's his name? I don't remember his name. Kudus would really help the guys up front with his superb touches, trust me, and he would develop well. I mean, as I said, I think both players are still very good. But for me, it's for availability, and I would rather take Kudus now. And I think for me, it's that versatility as well. He can play in that 7, he can play in that 10, he can play in the, you got Nkunku out. Hey, Kudus, come in that 10 now, and then you can play still in that front, whatever. So yeah, they did not want him. Inter Milan don't need Lukaku. They got Marcus Thuram now. That's true. What about De Gea? Nope. We're going to go keep a Boehly in his team. Have learnt one thing from past experience: don't panic buy. Agree. Don't panic buy. Just take your time with it. we didn't, I was like, shit, man, they should have paid the money for Caicedo early, and then they realized, hey, let's just take our time with it, and it worked out. They worked out in the end. So just, yeah, take your time with it. I think, as I said, I think go to the scouts for this one. I think the best thing to do is go to the scouts, say, hey, we need a keeper. We can develop him, because you've got Selena, he's on loan. I don't think he'll be in the team till like 2025, 2026 as a first keeper. He's got a long, long head. You go get Costa, you get someone who has experience. You go get a new keeper. What are you going to get? I hope he doesn't go to the Saudi League. I think Sar's actually a decent defender. I think you put him in like a. I mean, I don't know how he did for. Did he go? Was it Nice? I think it was at Nice, but who Lucas? Why did we let go of Kepa go? I mean, I don't know. I would have kept Kepa. I mean, I think Madrid paid for his wages as well, which is I guess a bonus for Chelsea. But I would have kept him. I don't know why we sold him. I think he would have definitely gave some competition to Sanchez, and he could have been that keeper for the season. But hey, he's going to a better team. I don't blame him. He's going to the best team. I would rather him stay at Chelsea, but you can't reject the man at Real Madrid. I'm sorry. We got the Prince. Is Kudus more versatile compared to Olise? Whatever Chelsea cooks is always delicious. Man, we'll take care of if we can't ask for more. If we really, I think the best thing for me is, get the player, but he needs to come in and perform instantly. Mudryk for me, Mudryk is a player who has a lot of pressure on him. I want to say this now. Mudryk is a player who needs to come in and start performing. Really does, because Prince has his picture right there. Mudryk, we can all see it. He has that talent. We can all see it, but we can't. We can always say if, buts, and hows, but we've got to see, the nows. Like, come on, I need to see it now. Let's start seeing these goals. Let's start seeing this assists. Like, let's start seeing the numbers, my man. And I know wingers these days don't get a lot of goals. They're not. I mean, they do, but they don't get magic, 30, 40 numbers. But at least just start putting some improvements in. So hopefully we can see. Obviously, last season we can't talk about a lot of players. A lot of players were fucking shit because of that. But yeah, can we get the former Schmeichel? Nah, Schmeichel. Nah. Schmeichel, nah, man. I don't want Schmeichel. FC Porto and money they do, so you can go get Costa. Did you come and Kepa? No, I FaceTimed him. I said, hey, enjoy Madrid. We replaced Costa with Kepa, and then they did the same thing. The biggest club in the world did the same thing that we did. Yeah, there's levels to that. Yeah, there's levels to that. But yeah, guys, we got 211 in here, guys. Let's at least get the 100 lifestyles. Let's get these lifestyles right now. Get them up right now. Caciedo. Nah, guys, the Gea, nah. The Gea as a keeper, nah. I don't know De Gea as a keeper. I'm sorry. De Gea has fall, like he's dropped off crazy. Let's see if there's any recent update. There hasn't really been anything recent. Nothing's really came out in the last hour. Neves, I heard someone say Neves, but again, Neves is 5'11", guys. The reason kind of got ready Kepa because he wasn't tall enough. No, nothing is good. It's why I've started since I started the stream. Nothing's came out. I was really hoping for something to come out, but the Here We Go is not here. But it's pretty much nearly done, guys. It's pretty much nearly done. He's like, isn't he like 40 as well? Let's go get Gigi Buffon. Let's get him. Sanchez can't be. No, he can't. I said Sanchez can't be at number one. He's like maybe he can, but like he's not ready. He's not ready. Yeah, I remember he was going to go for Napoli. But I always say he's not going to go Napoli. He's not, if Kepa goes, Kepa will never downgrade. He'll always improve. He has that mindset. He's different gravy mindset. He's so no one wanted him. This that. No one wanted Kepa. Whatever, bro. The best club in the world just came in for him, right, on a loan, which is really, guys. If you're really thinking about it, on a loan. This was so funny. Kepa when Florentino asked him to go back to Chelsea after his 1 year loan. He hasn't officially joined Kepa yet. No, Kepa's done. Wait, there's no way this is true. Kepa became to press Chelsea. There's no way. There is no way this is true. Kepa became the This is the fucking false, man. Very, very false. So a new keeper should replace Kepa Arrizabalaga. Someone else would also like to go for 2 more attackers. So we got a fan saying Manganyan. I would take him. I think he's quite good. Olise. Is that Kudus? A lot of ones. Olise and Kudus. Cobble says here. Cherky, but we're still going for Cherky? No. Martinez. Hey, yeah, I would if I was saying no to Martinez, but hey, I'll take Martinez now. Brighton has been humbled. Oh, Brighton fans are in the mud, man. I hope they get relegated. I hope Brighton get relegated. I really do. But here it is. This is I mean, you can't say anything much about this. He upgraded. You know, no one wanted Kepa, blah blah blah. But the best club in the world just came in and loaned him. So it's crazy. I feel bad. Nah, fuck Liverpool, bro. Fuck them. Jeez, I couldn't give a shit about Liverpool, bro. That's what happens when you're the big bros, man. That's when you're the big bros. You get what you want. If I always said this, I said this when the start of the window. I said start of the window. If Chelsea want Caicedo, they will get Caicedo. Always said that. If Chelsea want this player, they will get this player. I'm going in Prem. Talking in Prem, by the way. If Prem, the pool is insane. If Bayern and Real want, it must have been good. Yeah, Bayern wanted him. Madrid wanted him. Two biggest clubs wanted him. But no one wanted him. No one wanted him. And then you see Mendy. I think Mendy got chipped out in the Saturday League, which was hilarious. Context of what? Man, I support family, man. It's not obsession. I just support family. I support my brother. Gotta support. Always support family. We're cooking by the poolside. FSG aren't backing the loop. I don't know what that means. Where are the mounts at? A couple flop. Yeah, he flopped this. It was so bad. But obviously that's what I told everyone. I told everyone about Mount. I said to him, "Is his shit." You know, I was getting attacked left, right. I said, "Nah, he's from Chelsea. He'll prove you wrong." This, that. He'll be the legend of our football club. He'll be the captain. This, that. Even our captain said that this guy ain't a good player. This guy doesn't want to carry the bricks. You know. Reece James is he's proper fucking Chelsea, man. Proper Chelsea. See if there's any just breaking news, guys. Do we have any breaking news? FSG aren't backing Klopp. Well, it's not just that. It's FSG are backing Klopp. It's just that no one wanted to join Liverpool. Cobble, Bellingham, Lavia, Caicedo. They didn't want to join. They backed him. They got him. Shabayas. They got him. McAllister. Like, what else do they want to get him? Like he backed him by getting Caicedo, backed him by getting Lavia, backed him by getting Cobble. They just didn't want to join him. I saw that. I think that's very false. I saw that. Someone was trolling. Do we have? Of course, we have a left back option. Sure, Cucurella, and then if not Cucurella, you got Lewis Hall. I can't pronounce the names. Of course, you've got backups for these players. Like I said, the left back has the most like switchable players. There's so much competition there, and Chilwell. I've always said Chilwell for me he's just here and there. Before his injury, he was insane, but now he's just a bit all over the place. He has a great game, doesn't. Same with Cucurella, has a great game, then doesn't. My number one for me has always been Cucurella. I think because we have Reece James, who's more of an attacking minded player, so they can allow, and that means you don't want two left backs to be attacking minded. You want one to sit back, and I think defensively Cucurella is better, especially when he was playing against Salah last time. He absolutely put Salah in a spiff. But Chilwell going up front is still fantastic. Like, but it depends which route you're looking for. You're looking for more attacking wise or defensive wise. Big up to Jake Napier says always we're looking forward to 12th again. PS FFP exists. So we've got that one, 12. We ain't finished. Actually, I haven't said this to you guys yet, but I've said, guys, Chelsea are going to finish top 5. We're going to get Champions League football. Don't worry. Poch ball. is coming. Made that prediction fucking before the season even started, before the window even over. I said we'll finish top 4. Don't worry, because we are big bros. We're not Arsenal. We're not Arsenal here who takes 4 years, 5 years just to get back in the Champions League. You know, what was it? 8 years to get back in the Champions League, a league that never won, and then they get back into it after 4 or 5 years, and then you look at Chelsea. 1 season we'll be back. Don't worry, 1 season. Top 4 for us next year. Easy. Top 4, top 5, whatever you want to call it. Champions League football's coming. FFP, we've already spoken about FFP. We played a smart deal. We're after paying it. We're not paying all at once. We're paying in installments. That's how we're avoiding it. If your club wants to do it, your club can do it too. It's open to anyone who wants to do it. Just follow the rules. Man United looked awful. So honestly, I you know what? I was putting United second. Right. All these men were putting Liverpool second. I said, Liverpool finished top 4. No DM. Same team. Same shit. Like you got this. I'm sorry, you got the same back 4. Kanate is the only new different kind of guy, but you still got Van Dijk who's dumb. Trent, hey, he's good. Yeah, Robertson's kind of fading off. Like they need something new, man. Chelsea. I love when people say it. I was actually at work and someone comes up to me at work and they go, "Before Roman, you guys were nothing." I said, "Well, thank you to Roman because now we're something and everyone knows who we are." I didn't care 20 years ago, bro. Like we were saying 20 years ago. Thanks to Roman, man. Thank you to Roman. Thank you to Jose. Well, but 20 years ago, you're nothing. But now 20 years have passed and we are something and we're bigger than what you are right now. We're the biggest club in London. That's a fact. That's not even a statement. That's a fact. You can debate that's a fact. You can't sit here with no Champions League and debate that, but we're not gonna have the discussion. And you guys didn't win a trophy last season, which was shambolic, but I think you guys had a very good season last season. Can't take that away from you. A very good season. Will you repeat that this season? Still happens. I think you guys should be expecting a trophy from your club. You've been winning that. You won the Butler's Plate. What do they call it? The Butler's Plate. I don't know what that league is called. Community Shield. I think I don't know what it's called. Something. Or something. But you won the Butler's Plate. You won that. Congratulations. But I think you guys should be expecting a lot more from your club this season if because you bought Kai Havertz, the James Charles, one of the worst players. Spent big money on him, man. You should be expecting a lot more from your club. Sterling for me is finished. I said when we signed him, we're signing a finished player. I want to back Sterling. It's very hard for me not to back Sterling. I want to back Sterling because he's probably the best player in our team who's done the most in the team. Like he's won the most leagues, whatever. He's done it all. He's got the experience, whatever. But he needs to show it in a Chelsea fucking shirt, man. It's been pissing me off. I said he's a finished player, but I want to back him, and I don't know. Caciedo. You need a shoe day just to compete. Even after when we had more than double your league titles and more than double the stadium size. That's great. Win a Champions League. Then if you can do that, why don't you win a Champions League? I love how Arsenal fans say that Champions League means nothing. But when they win it in maybe 30, 35 years, 40 years time, when Jack Napier has his grandkids, then they'll be having that debate when they maybe even get to the finals. Maybe they'll have a conversation about it. But Champions League, you've got to win Champions League to be in the big club discussion. Sterling was a Tuchel signing, but never got the plan the Tuchel. But guys, those players from that season, you got the Koulibaly, the Marco Cucurella, the Sterlings, Aubameyang. You really got to look at that and be like, we got to write these players off. I think the only hope is in Cucurella because he's a bit younger, but you kind of got to write all these players off. Like, you're not gonna get what you bought him for. I've kind of come to that conclusion now. I don't know if this is a bad take, but I honestly believe Lavia has a higher ceiling than Caicedo. I'm sorry again, both. Yeah. I think Lavia. Yeah. I mean, it's not really unpopular. I heard someone said that. But I believe Caicedo is a better player, but I think Lavia is a good player too. And hey, we're getting both. We're getting both. Doesn't matter. Then they'll cry when they finally win it. Hey, I don't think they're gonna win it for a long time. I think they get knocked out first. Arsenal aren't going to be ready to play. Arsenal are ready for the big boy leagues, man. Their depth is shocking. Shocking depth. Good squad, but shocking depth. Sterling done well. Lavia, I think he did alright in the first half, but again, second half, he won the ship. Plus, he was out a couple of courses last season, so I back him to do well. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Sterling. I mean, if it was up to me, I would probably get rid of him and replace him. But you can't just get rid of everyone and replace everyone. Keep him. That's fine. He needs to show me something, guys. He does. He needs to show me this season, or pack your bags, mate. I think for me, you've got Cucurella, you've got Sterling, and even probably I'm gonna be a bit harsh, but you've even got Mudryk on that list who has to perform, or we're going to be discussing about them packing their bags. What's the latest update on Chelsea transfer? That Lavia is a Chelsea player. The Here We Go will be coming very, very soon. I think maybe by Friday it'll probably come. And yeah, let's start celebrating. Oh, here we go. Finally, some news. A package of a 50 million plus add-on finalized for Lavia move to South has been add-ons being finalized for Lavia move to Southampton to Chelsea. Done. You have the best midfield in the league. This is no doubt about it, guys. I'll tell you right now. Chelsea have the best midfield three in the league. No doubt about it. You got Caciedo, Enzo Fernandez, who I think will be probably one of the best midfielders in this league by next season. And then you got Lavia. You got three of the most prospected midfielders. Fucking crazy, man. Oh man, but yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Anyway, it's been an hour. Hope everyone did enjoy, guys. Big up to Chelsea, guys. Big up to everyone who tuned in. You still got 171 people in here, guys. I need everyone to smash the like button on the way out. Is anyone live who we can just send everyone over to? Nah, no one's live at the moment, guys. But guys, on the way out, smash the like button, notification bell on, guys. Turn the notification bell on. I know we haven't been live in a while, but notification bell on. We'll be back next Tuesday, where we'll be talking, I guess, Kudus and Olise. That's the next topic. We've got 15 more days till the window's done. I'll start doing more reviews and stuff to the games. West Ham is on Monday again. And then after West Ham, I think we've got... Yeah, you got Luton. A good old Luton game. And then we got finally... It's so... Ugh. And then you got... It's such a shit timings, man. Come on. But yeah. Good to everyone who tuned in. Smash like, one, subscribe. Let's play the Caciedo because we got Caciedo.
Chelsea fans, don't wait tired. But all we want to is Caciedo.
All we say is Caciedo. All we say is Caciedo. All we say is Caciedo. All we want 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 is Caciedo. Ati duro, ati wanna, yeah. Ati duro, yeah. Ati wanna, yeah. All we want is Caciedo. All we want is Caciedo. All we want is Caciedo. All we want is Caciedo.
We don't wait for a year, we go new.